Okay, so let's talk about a mistake. It's a mistake that is so common, so automatic, you've probably already done it today and you didn't even realize it. It's this tiny little glitch in how we see other people. And believe it or not, it quietly shapes our entire social world.
Seriously, think about this for a second. You meet someone new, at a party, maybe at work, wherever. What's the very first thing your brain tries to do? You're looking for a hook, right? A mental shortcut to help you categorize them, to figure out where they fit. And you know what? That's a totally natural human thing to do.
But that instinct, that constant search for a shortcut, it leads us right into this fundamental mistake we all make. We take people who are messy and complicated and interesting, and we reduce them down to these simple, easy-to-digest labels.
So how does this actually play out in the real world? Let's take a look at the specific ways we go about putting people into these neat little boxes.
And oh man, these are the big ones, right? The moment we hear someone's political views, we feel like we instantly know their entire moral compass. The second we see a group they belong to, our brain just starts filling in all the blanks. Or maybe we notice just one strong personality trait. They're quiet or they're super outgoing, and we let that one thing become their whole definition.
And this is the real trap. We take a whole person, complex, full of stories, multifaceted, and we define them by one tiny little piece of their story. It's kind of like seeing the title of one chapter and then tricking ourselves into thinking we've read the entire book. Sure, it might feel efficient, but it's just fundamentally misleading.
But just knowing we make the mistake is only step one. The good news is there's a really powerful and, I think, virtuous counterpoint to this. There's a much better, more thoughtful, and more respectful way of seeing each other.
And the foundation for this better way is a simple but really profound idea called personhood. All it means is recognizing that someone is an individual person, someone who is whole, who is complex, and who can never, ever be fully captured by just one single category.
This chart really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? It shows the two paths we can take in literally any interaction. On the one side, you have the mistake. You see a category, you reduce, you simplify. But on the other side, you have a choice you can actively make to see the whole human being, to practice respect for their personhood, and, maybe the hardest part, to have the courage to embrace all their complexity.
This phrase right here, it's everything. It's the core of the whole idea. It's basically a call to action to adjust our vision, to consciously look past that easy label and focus on the actual living, breathing person right there in front of us. It's about shifting from assumption to simple observation.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but why does it actually matter in our real day-to-day lives? What's the practical impact of making this shift from seeing labels to seeing people?
It can feel a little daunting, I know, but here's a simple three-step process you can actually use. First, just acknowledge the label. Your brain is going to throw one at you anyway, so just notice it. No judgment. Second, make a conscious effort to look beyond that category. Ask yourself, okay, what else is true about this person? And finally, and this is the most important step, engage with the individual. Get curious, ask questions, and actually listen for the parts of their story that a label could never, ever tell you.
So look, if there is one thing you take away from all of this, let it be this. Every single label we could possibly apply is an incomplete story. It's a headline without the article. It's a book cover without any of the pages inside. It might be a starting point, but it should never, ever be the conclusion.
And that brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. To make this real, here's a question to carry with you. Who have you reduced to a simple label this week? A colleague? Maybe a family member? Some stranger online? Just answering that question honestly, well, that's the first real step towards seeing the whole person.